Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Kim and we're starting a vlog. So what am I reading? Well, I'm almost halfway through House of Flame and Shadow. I'm really enjoying it. It's just finding the time to pick it up because finding the time to pick it up is proving a bit difficult. I am less than 50 pages through an arc. Again, I'm enjoying it. It's just finding the time to sit and read. So hopefully I can get those finished this week. I can actually finish a book this week, would be good. Right now I am at work and I'm on the early shift. So I'm on the first shift in and I am pissed. I'm not very happy. The department is a mess, and considering there was 4 people on the department after closing yesterday, this place should be spotless, and it's not. And then I get a message from my boss saying, we need to get this done today, we need to get that done today. And it's like, it's just me? Why haven't they done anything over the weekend? They didn't work the cages that I asked them to work. They didn't work the stock that I asked them to work. They haven't done anything as far as I can see this weekend. So I'm not going to stress. If I don't get stuff done, I don't get it done. Simple. Right. I've tidied out here. Now I need to go and tidy the inside, which is going to take even longer. So far it's taken me 50 minutes to tidy the department. Not happy. Good morning, folks. It is Tuesday and I'm off work. I have annual leave today. I don't know whether you can tell that the camera's shaking, but I have the dentist today. It's just a checkup, but I'm petrified of the dentist. So, long story short, I went probably 6 months ago to the dentist for a checkup. They told me I needed work doing. They then kept fobbing me off every time I tried to book an appointment to get that work done. And eventually they said, well, it's because you're booked under a locum and the locum only does certain hours. So we can book you in with one of our practice dentists. And that means you'll get more frequent appointments easily. The only downside with that is I had to wait 3 months for this appointment, and because it had been 6 months since my last checkup, I have to have another checkup before they'll do any treatment work. So yeah, it's just a checkup and to set me a treatment plan. I know I need work doing, I know, but I'm still absolutely petrified. So I've got to leave in about an hour and a half. I'm gonna have lunch in a minute, but I'm like so badly shaking, it's not even funny. I am putting my face on right now and I am trying a new product. So anybody who knows me knows that I always have like brown eyeshadow on. I'm stuttering now as well because I'm petrified. And I usually use MUA in Burnt Umber and I love this colour. Only problem is you can't get these from MUA anymore. I don't know why. Well, I know why, because TikTokers and social media. Companies now tend to just do palettes. I don't want palettes. I want one colour so that I can wear it every day. So yes, I can get these on eBay still. They are more expensive, but because that one's coming to the end of its life and there's a new company in my supermarket called Warpaint, or W7, and I use all their nail varnishes. I really love their nail varnishes. They last quite... Excuse that they are chipped at the moment. I am working building stuff, so I'm using my hands all the time. And I'm bending my nails quite a lot and I've lost quite a few of them. So, but the nail varnish is just brilliant. So my friend said, where'd you get nail varnish? I told her. She went online and she ordered online and they have free delivery in the UK. So I thought, oh, I'll go on there, see what colours they've got. Maybe they've got some colours that the supermarket doesn't have. And they do eyeshadows, and they do single eyeshadows. So I bought this one. It's Yummy Mattes. It is a brown. It's in the shade Whisper. It looks like it's lighter than what I usually use, but we're going to test it out today. I haven't got to go to work or anything, so I'm going to test it out and see what it looks like. So yeah, let me put my face on and I'll come back and show you. What do you think? It's definitely more subtle than I'm used to, so it takes some getting used to, but I don't mind it. It's not that bad. And I have been thinking about maybe changing my colour. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Anywho, in other news, I've got a little bit further in this chunker. I'm now, where are we? I am now 480 pages into this beast, so I'm over halfway, and I'm really enjoying it. I want to sit there and just read this. Do I have to go to the dentist? Can I not just sit and read? Please? No? Okay. No, I have to put my big girl pants on and go to the dentist. Right? So, I've got that. The library just happens to be on my way from the car park to the dentist, and I haven't registered my library card yet. I got it about 4 months ago, and they do say that you have about 3 months to go and register it. So because of my anxiety, I don't do people, which is what has put me off for so long. So if I'm putting my big girl pants on to go to the dentist, I might put my big girl pants on and go into the library and register my library card. And then I can look around the library. It's not my local library, but it's just down the road from the dentist, which is good. But then what car park do I have to park in? Well, I have to park in the little car park. And it'd be rude not to go in and get a toffee yum yum, wouldn't it? So that's the plans for my afternoon. Right now, I kind of made a little bit of a boo-boo, and I now only have half an hour to go and eat my lunch before I have to get dressed to go to the dentist. So I need to get moving and go now and have some dinner. I'm starving, and just in case they do any work on, they won't. It's just a checkup, but just in case they do work on me and I can't eat, I need to go and eat now. So let's go and do that. Let's go and eat. And yeah, big girl pants. Right, I'm in Lidl's car park. Let's do this. Let's go see a dentist. I'm loving my eyeliner today. Unnecessary, I have to go. So I'm out. Oh my god, my hair, it's a bit windy today. So first things first, he was half an hour late. Then I get called in to see a lovely dentist who really put me at ease and talked to me like I was a human, and explained everything as he was going. Only problem was he wasn't my dentist. He came in for 5 minutes just to keep me entertained while my dentist was in translating for another patient. And so then they swapped back over, and the second guy, who's actually my dentist, is so fucking rough. He's so rough, and he definitely didn't put me at ease. I'm a bit nervous to go back, but I do have to go back because I have to have 5 fillings. Mentioned nothing about an extraction, which is good. So hopefully I can just be filled, hopefully. One thing I didn't like was the first dentist took out my temporary filling down here and no fucker put it back. So I now have a massive hole in my tooth. Yes, I know it needs to be filled. Apparently he's going to do temporary fillings. So I am sat with a huge fucking hole in my tooth. So the first thing I have to do is go home and fucking fill that thing again with temporary filling. But yeah, it's gone up. It was 4 fillings and an extraction, is now 5 fillings. and no extraction. So I'm happier there's no extraction, which is great. So I have about, I think it's 2 weeks, maybe 3, and then I've got to go back to the dentist. Great. Some poke and prod in this one as well up here. And now there's some fucker parking next to me. Great. Anyhow, he's not even parking next to me, he's just picking up his missus and blocking my exit. Anywho, because I was a big, strong girl, I did get myself a Yum Yum. It's not the freshest in the world, but it'll do for now. And I didn't go into the library at this one because there are 2 books that I potentially want to borrow at my closer library, so I might go there on the way home. And God almighty, my roots. I need to do my roots on Thursday for sure. I might go there on the way home. Depends on how busy the traffic is. But yeah, let's head on the way home. God, look at my hair. Anyway, oh my God, that was so easy. So I had already pre-apply, I guess, online for a library card. I got my physical library card in the post. All I had to do was come into a library in Southampton and register my library card. So I'm now a bona fide member of the library. Yes. So, of course, I had to look around and see what they've got. So I did pick up 2 books. And it feels weird. It's been a very, very long time since I've used a library, and I used to be a librarian, but yeah, it still feels weird walking into a library, picking up books, scanning a piece of plastic and walking out with the books. Anywho, I did pick up 2 books. So I picked up the first law read-along book for next month, and next month, I don't know. It's the next one we have to read. It is A Little Hatred by Joe Abercrombie. So I picked this up. It's not too chunky either. They did have the hardback, but I thought I'll just get the paperback. So yeah, we got one. And then my next read in the Throne of Glass series. Obviously, I don't own all the Throne of Glass books. I've been reading them digitally. So I wanted to pick up the next one that I'm reading physically. And when I looked on the library this morning, it said it was back in the library. So yes, Empire of Storms. Hopefully I can actually get through this now that I have a physical copy in my hands. Hopefully. But yeah, definitely successful at the library, and the lady in there was so lovely. And I'm surprised I didn't do this sooner, seriously. It's so easy. See what the library's got online, walk in, I can even reserve it online. Yeah, I feel a bit odd walking in somewhere because of my anxiety, but it wasn't actually that bad. So yeah, good. I'm now a library member. Might actually be able to save some money on some books if I can borrow them instead of buying them. Now, let's go home. Let's have a coffee, have my Yum Yum, fill my tooth, get ready to cook the dinner. It's been a successful day, but it feels like it's been a very long day, but it's been a successful day, I think. So now I just have to figure out how to get out the car, that way, out the car park, and let's go home. Still feels weird. Okay, so I'm back home now and I need to fill this tooth. So what do I use? Well, I use this stuff. It's amazing. I'm sure it has saved my tooth. So I've used the Eugenol. It helps it bond to the tooth better. And we get out the little purple one, which is a little temporary filling stuff. Roll it in your fingers and then you whack it in the hole. Okay, that's in the hole. Now I'm just going to use some wet Q-tips and just take off the excess, and it's as easy as that. And there we go, all smoother. Filled the hole, means no debris gets in there, who stuff that shouldn't get in there, all the bacteria and whatnot doesn't get in there, and it's not focused. There we go. Hello. And yeah, it protects that fillet, that protects that cavity while I'm waiting for somebody to fill it properly. So yeah, I swear by this stuff. Through lockdown, this was a saving grace during lockdown when nobody could get a dentist. Unfortunately, it was a little bit too late for this one up here, and it did half break off. Well, a little bit broke off. Had I known about this stuff before then, I could have saved the tooth, but definitely swear by it. And I'm not in any way affiliated with these people. It is just what I use to help protect my cavity while I'm waiting to be seen. Anyway, that's what I use. So I'm filled. I just need to wait 2 hours now before I can eat anything, which is fine because dinner's in about 2 hours. I can drink, which is great. Saliva and hot fluids apparently help it to set. So coffee might be in order. Hot, it's probably meant to be like hot water and like a saline solution or your saliva. But I'm going to go with coffee. Why not? I think I deserve it. So now I'm going to go and take my face off. I think I'm going to go and put you there while I pack this away. I absolutely love my eyeliner today, and I think this brown is working quite well. So I think I'm onto a winner there. What do you guys think? Do you like the lighter brown? Let me know. Right now I'm going to go and do the ironing and make a coffee, and once that's done, I might sit and do some reading. I do have those 2 new library books. No. Oh. I've got so much of a TBR to get through already, and I've just got 2 library books. Who am I? I'm never going to read all these books. First things first, I need to get through House of Flame and Shadow. If I get that finished, then I'll feel a little bit better. I also need to try and get this arc finished before the book is released. And I'm sorry if that triggered anybody, cracking my knuckles. I do it all the time. It's out of stress. I don't even know I'm doing it half the time. So, again, I know. Shouldn't crack my knuckles. I'm going to end up with arthritis. Yeah, I work in retail. I'm going to end up with arthritis anyway. And you know what? Cracking my knuckles sometimes to release the pressure in my fingers just helps. Right. I've rambled on for long enough, haven't I? No matter how much I like this makeup, I need to take it off. So let's pull the hair up and back out my face and take it off. Doesn't need to be on there anymore. I've been out. So it's coming off. Oh, I need to take my medication, which means I can't have a coffee. I can't have coffee on my medication. Well, I might have a fruit tea instead. Sure, I'm allowed fruit tea, as long as it doesn't contain caffeine, and I don't think it does. So, yeah, I think I might go and have a fruit tea instead of a coffee. Oh, bye-bye makeup. Why am I doing this on camera, for crying out loud? Editing Kim, cut this out. And I'm still doing it on camera. That's the worst of it off. Let's go and wash my face. And then moisturise, and voila. So I'm doing something a little bit different tonight for tea. Mum really loves gammon steak, so I've got gammon steak, but I'm doing it a little bit differently than we usually do it. So I've got gammon steaks in a full tray here because I can't be asked to wash up. Just chuck it away. So gammon steaks, and then there's pineapple on top of that, which is underneath the cheese here. It's in the pineapple juice, because we get pineapple in juice, and then I've put cheese on top. I'm hoping this is going to work and taste amazing, but we'll try. So basically it's gammon marinating in pineapple juice with pineapple on top and cheese on top. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Good morning, folks. It is Thursday. It is the 14th. Is it 14th? Here we go. It is Thursday the 14th today, and a little bit of a reading update. Not too much of an update, but a little bit. I have got quite a far way in now to House of Flame and Shadow. I'm now on page 705, so I think I can get this finished today. I'm off work today, so I should be able to get it finished today. Fingers crossed, which means I will be finally finishing a book. So, good. Today, like I said, I'm off work, and my first chore, well, apart from doing the laundry, which you can probably hear in the background, my first job is to dye my roots. They are terrible at the moment, and so many greys. That's why my hair looks a little bit messy at the moment, because I don't do it with clean hair, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm definitely getting more and more grey. So, oh, look at that. Yeah, this needs to be done ASAP. Oh, yeah, right there. See all that? Oh, grey. Okay, need to get rid of this grey. We need to dye my roots. And while it's curing, we might as well read some House of Flame and Shadow. Let's do it. Okay, so that is my hair dyed. All the roots are gone. But I think they've changed the formula on my hair dye, because usually it's got like little bits of red going through it, and now it doesn't. And usually when I'm washing it out, it's got like red bits coming out in the water, and it didn't. It was just brown this time. So I think they've changed the formula. It looks more like, it doesn't look as dark as when I normally dye it either. Like usually it's really dark the first few days, and it's just, I don't know. I think they might have changed the formula. Anyway, right now I'm going to go and have some lunch. I think I might catch one of a booktube while I'm eating lunch. So yeah, I only have like an hour and a half left of the audio of House of Flame and Shadow as well, so I should definitely better get that finished today. It's getting really good as well, so, oh, but I have to put it down. I need to go and have some lunch. Done. It's done. I have finished reading House of Flame and Shadow. Five stars. Definitely. I loved it. If you can hear my neighbours next door banging, they're doing DIY again. I want more. I want more. Come on, Sarah, write the next one. Right, so now I've got to go and decompress from reading this one and pick my next read. I don't know what to read next. Do I read one of the library books? I don't know what I want to read next. I need to give it some time. I need to give me some time after reading this one, and I'll decide what to read next. But yeah, that's that one done. Oh, why has it got to be over? Right, what I'm going to do now, I might now go and grab a coffee. I might go and make some noise of my own, because that's starting to get annoying. How many holes can he hammer into a wall? You can't seriously have much of his wall left to hammer. That is a big ass bumblebee. It's huge. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab a cup of coffee and decide what I'm gonna do next. Where do I find my own rune or my own hunt? That's all I want. Okay, so she's done. She goes back on the shelf. And I had to choose a new read. So I was going to read one of my library books, but I want to break up the fantasy. Coming out of one fantasy, I don't want to go straight into another, so I'm going to put my fantasy aside for a minute, and I'm going to jump into speculative horror. I'm going to read Last to Leave the Room by Caitlin Starlin. Beautiful book. I did say that I wanted to keep up with the Evernight subscription, and so far I haven't. I've got 2 books to read to catch up. It is a beautiful edition. I'll just really quickly read the synopsis for you and familiarise myself with it. So, let's see. The city of San Sirocco is sinking. The basement belonging to Dr. Tamsin Rivers, the arrogant, selfish head of the research team assigned to find the source of the subsidence, is sinking faster. As Tamsin grows obsessed with the distorting dimensions of the room at the bottom of the stairs, she finds a door that didn't exist before, and one night it opens to reveal an exact physical copy of her. This doppelganger is Sweet, where Tamsin is calculating and cruel. It appears fully, terribly human, passing every test Tamsin can devise. But the longer the double exists, the more Tamsin begins to forget pieces of her life, to lose track of time, to grow terrified of the world outside. With her employer growing increasingly suspicious, Tamsin must try to hold herself together long enough to figure out what her double wants from her, and just where the mysterious door leads to. Okay, sounds really good. It's a shorty, so I should be able to get through this, hopefully quite quickly. Hopefully I can get through this before Monday when the final book support group begins, because then I'll have to read final books. So I'm hoping to get through this weekend. Like I said, it's a shorty, the writing isn't that small, so it shouldn't take too long. But we will see. That's where I know her from. I haven't read any Caitlin Starling yet, but she wrote The Luminous Dead. And I remember seeing that book absolutely everywhere. So hopefully this will be a good read. That's what I'm reading next. Good morning, it is Friday, it is the 15th, so got a bit of a reading update for you. I'm currently about 50 pages into Last to Leave the Room, and I'm not enjoying it. I had really high hopes for this, that it would be full of suspense and I don't know whether it's the narration, because it's in third person, but yeah, I'm just not enjoying it. It's very info dumpy, and it's like, I don't care. Just tell me what's happening with this door. Do I keep going? Do I do? I'll keep going for a little bit, see whether it gets any better. But I'm seriously considering DNFing it. It's such a disappointment. It's a beautiful, beautiful book. But yeah, I'm not loving it. Anyway, in other news, I did read probably about 20 pages last night of my ARC. I really need to get that finished. But that's like my bedtime book, so by the time I come up to bed, I'm already exhausted, so I try and read as much as I can. I did read quite a bit last night. In other news, it's been 3 days since the dentist, and I still can't believe that he fat shamed me. And I would complain, but NHS dentists are few and far between, and I don't want to be kicked off the books. So, bite my tongue, get stuff done, and just... But, yeah. Anywho, other news, the hair dye. I have looked at other reviews online, and they have changed the formula, which is why it looks so flat, and the grey coverage isn't the best I've had. So I might have to change my hair colour from now on. I don't know. I do have another box of this colour though, that's the problem. So it might be a few months before I change the colour. But usually, like, it's so much darker when I first dye it, and this is like a few weeks of washout colour. There's no like reddy tones in there like there normally is, and there's no purpley tones. Yeah, so I'm not happy they've changed the formula. I mean, it's not bad, it's just, it's not the colour that I'm used to. In other news, is I'm just about to go and film my Final Book Support Group TBR. That starts on Monday, so I need to get that up Sunday at the latest. And yeah, so I got up early. I'm now ready for work. I'll just go and film that and then I'll go to work, which I'm dreading. I'm dreading. I had a bit of a to-do with my deputy manager, and I know the shit's gonna hit the fan today with my manager, who's probably had her arse handed to her yesterday. In fact, I probably know that I'm pretty sure she had her arse handed to her yesterday. So shit is just gonna roll downhill and she's gonna have a go at me. Even though, you know, you cut our staffing. We had 4 members of staff doing the job of what I am doing on my own. 4 members of staff last year doing what I'm doing on my own. And they keep complaining that things are behind. Yeah, because I'm doing it on my own. Like, give me some support, dude. But the fact that I'm injured, I'm on the road to recovery, and then a customer allows their child to injure me further, puts my recovery back. It's not my fault. Just give me a break. Yes, I'm getting it done, okay? It's not as fast as you're used to, but I'm only one person. I'm sure there was something else I was supposed to tell you, but I can't remember what it was, so I need to shut up and go and get this TBR filmed. Look at this cheeky little squidger. Digging up my plants. Well, the weeds at the moment, because I haven't put the summer plants in. Oh, there he is. The amount of time he digs through my plant pots. Did he find something? Oh, he's munching, so he found something in there. Bless that fluffy little thing. Another day at work and another day I'm in tears at work. Why? Because I asked for help. I asked for help because of my back. And I'm getting guilt tripped. So what was all that about? Well, because I've injured my back and I'm on high medication, I can't drive. I shouldn't be using any heavy equipment. So I asked one of the other forklifters if they could get a couple of pallets down for me. Oh, forklifters are dropping like flies. I got a bad back too and I'm driving. Right? Are you drugged up to your eyeballs? Just to be able to walk? Piss off. Could today go any worse? So I had to do with one of the forklift drivers. I have almost injured a customer. I have cracked a pallet and the stock has fallen off. And not to mention that, I've also just broken a tooth. Thankfully, I'm not in any pain. It's just a little bit sharp. All I need to do is go home and put some of the temporary filling stuff on there for now, I think. And then when I'm there in a few weeks, see whether they can do anything. It just so happens to be the tooth that they said they wanted to extract last time. So whether I'm gonna need to do a bridge or whether they can crown it, I don't know. But not good, not good. So today, I want today to be over and then I can go home. Good morning folks, it is Saturday morning, it's just gone 7 AM and I'm at work. And yesterday was a bad day. Yesterday was a very bad day. And then a mental low, but we're back. And already I don't want to be here. Already my boss has given me a list of things to do. When I thought my list was a lot shorter, she wants me to go above. And it's like, it's there, just fuck off. Anyway, reading update. Last night I finished Last to Leave the Room. It wasn't what I thought it'd be. and it was hard to get into, and I don't think the payoff was really worth it. So I didn't get the narration. It was hard going. I didn't like the third person, so for me it's a 2-star. Then last night I moved on to A Room of One's Own. That's what it was, A Room of One's Own, and I enjoyed that one. It was kind of empowering. I really like that one. It's like she's speaking directly to the reader, and it was so good. So that got 4 stars. And then last night, because I think I was just so low throughout the day, I just needed to switch off and just read. So I did also start Lady Chatterley's Lover, and again, it's not what I'm expecting. I'm probably about halfway through that now, and I don't know whether to continue or not. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's that. Tonight I will be heading up to my brother's. It was his birthday yesterday, and he fully understood that I didn't want to be in a room full of kids yesterday. So we're going up there tonight. Say happy birthday to him. And then it's my sister-in-law's birthday in 2 days, so we're saying happy birthday to her at the same time. So yeah, it's gonna be another long day. On a plus note, the eyeliner's looking pretty good today, and I'm really starting to get used to the new shadow as well. It's a little bit more muted than before, but I'm liking it. So yeah, let's go and get some shit done. What is wrong with people? I almost just knocked a motorcyclist and their pillion off because they pulled out on me a mini roundabout, and they had the gall to turn to me and swear at me. You're in the wrong. The car that you overtook was stopped for me to go, because that's what you do. You give way to the right. So I honk my horn, and then he swears at me. This is why I want to restart my dashcam channel. I keep all of my dashcam footage, so I really want to start my dashcam channel back up. Okay, yeah, if it's a genuine mistake, okay, but that wasn't. He was an asshole. Good morning. It is Sunday morning. It has just gone 7:30, and I've just started my work shift. So yeah, I was told yesterday I was the only forky in this morning, so I would have to do all the forking. Whoops. I come in this morning and you can definitely hear the dulcet tones of a forklift. I'm not the only forky in, which means I probably won't be doing the drop requests. So why tell me that I am and not let me know that I'm not? Screwing up my medication schedule because I'm thinking I'm the only forky in. That's not on. Oh well, let's go see if I have to drop anything, and I've stood in one place for too long. Let's go and see whether I've got to drop anything, whether the other forky's done it all. So not just one extra forky, no, 2 extra forkies, so I now don't have to touch a forklift. That really goes to show how much respect they have for me, because they didn't inform me, and really shows how much faith they have in me. And I get it, they probably did it because I'm on medication and I shouldn't be driving, but you can at least let me know. Should really give you a reading update, shouldn't I? So last night I finished Lady Chatterley's Lover, and I think I'm torn. I think I might go for a 3. A very low 3, but a 3. I'll put it through Corpile and then I will let you know if that changes, but yeah, a low 3. It just wasn't what I expected. It's a classic. I didn't get on with the classic, so on to the next. But I don't really want to start anything that I can't finish before final book support. So do I get a jump start on my final book support group? TBR, because I won't be able to read too much of that today because I'm in work all day until 4 o'clock, and then as soon as I get home and actually, I probably will actually sleep because I didn't sleep much last night thinking I'll have to forklift today. So, yeah, I might sleep a little. Why is it always when I can't just sit here and listen, I have to get out of the car?
And I was like, am I supposed to care about any of...
Good morning, it is Monday, which means it's time to wrap this one up, isn't it? So, it's been a pretty good reading week. I've read over half of House of Flame and Shadow, which I loved. And I can see why some people are not enjoying it, but I enjoyed it. It got 5 stars from me. So that was a win. Then I read, what's that book called? Last to Leave the Room by Caitlin Starlin. I just didn't get along with it. I didn't like the narration. I didn't like that it took forever for us to find out anything. And it didn't hit the way I'd hoped it would. So that only got 2 stars. Then we moved on to A Room of One's Own. And I really enjoyed that one. That was quite empowering, and yeah, for a classic, I really enjoyed it. So it got 4 stars. And then we read Lady Chatterley's Lover, and that was a bit of a flop, classic-wise. It did only get 3 stars. Again, it didn't hit the way that I wanted it to, and yeah, you could tell it was a classic, I think. So, not that bad a week. I did also start Restore Me by Tahira Mafi, but I have quite a bit of that to go, so not a bad week. Hopefully, this week I can do just as much, if not more, hopefully. We will see. If you can hear the neighbours, I'm terribly sorry. They are quite loud. Anyway, let's end this one here. So, as always, down in my description box, you can find a link to all of my socials. Come give me a follow on Goodreads, on Instagram, and on X. You can like this video, you can comment, and you can subscribe if you want to. Want to let me know you're here without actually talking to me? Leave me a music note because I can hear next door's music. And I'll see you next time. Doodles.